Hi guys. So this is the sixth video of the Love Bubber 450 questions series. We have solved more than 20 problems, I guess. We are still in the concept of arrays, and I think in another two videos we will be done with arrays. If you have not seen the first five videos, I will put the playlist link in the description. You can watch those, and I'll also add this video. Every day I make a video and I'll put it in the playlist. So if you like these videos, please tell me and subscribe to the channel, and please share it with your friends. It will help me a lot. So today we should start with this question. Given an array of size n and a number k, find all elements that appear more than n by k times. So let us click on that. So there is nothing to practice over here, and it's basically like we can use the map concept, and we can store all the elements, find the frequency of all elements, and then print all the elements. Or we can use a structure also. So this is not a very difficult problem to code actually. It just requires you to do some implementation. But I would like to mention one point over here. There are certain questions wherein this k value will be 2, 3. There are questions like, I think in lead code you would have seen a question called majority element. Like find all elements which occur more than n by 2, n by 3 times. So practice those kind of questions, because those kind of questions that can be solved using O of 1 space complexity. This question will be solved using O of k complexity if you use the method of structures. But the code is too lengthy and it is not that difficult to code. So let us go to the next problem only. So next problem is actually slightly more challenging. Maximum profit by buying and selling a share at most twice. So the general problem statement of this kind of problem is buying and selling stock with at most k transactions. Over here, k value is 2 because they're saying twice. So I will now show you a code for the question maximum profit by buying and selling stock at most k times. So let us code that. So I've coded the problem. So the problem statement, like I have taken the input, and over here k value will be 2 for this particular question because we can sell it at most twice. And I will return the value from a function called max profit. So what is this function max profit? So this max profit function, this is a general code for any kind of problem like buying and selling stock at most k times with at most k transactions. So this is the general code for that. In this particular question that we are solving, that is, we need to do it twice. So if you want, we can, test over here. Let us take this. So I ran the code, and now getting the correct output. As you can see, we're getting 87, which is the same as this. So this code is for a general problem like buying and selling stock at most k transactions. So you can use this code, just change the value of k to 2. So you can have a look at the code that I've written. So this is the code I use for any kind of general problem involving buying and selling stock. So let us go to the next problem now. Find whether an array is a subset of another array. So this kind of problem, when we are looking at it, like in an interview, you should not use map and all that. You should tell some better technique. But this problem, if you use map, it becomes easy for contest and all. Like complexity will be O of n, time complexity. What you should do is you should just take a map, store all the elements of the first array, and then you have to check the frequency of every element in the second array if it is matching with that of the first array. If anything is not matching, then we have to break out. So I think I have done this problem, but I have not, I have not done it without map. I have used map and done it. So that is how I got the answer, and it is easy if you use map. But how to do this problem without using map? For that, what you should do, you should use sorting. You can use sorting method. It will take n log n time. So I will show you the code with sorting method now. So I've written the code for this problem. So I've written the code for this problem, and I was verifying my answer. So the code I will be sharing with you now, how to do it using sorting method. So basically sort both the arrays, okay? And then you have to run a while loop, that is traverse at the starting of both the arrays, keep traversing, and these conditions should be satisfied. If it is false anywhere, then you print false. That is, if a1 of I is greater than a2 of j, then what you do is you say false, because at that time there is no answer. Then array 2 is not a subset of array 1. If j is m, print true. So this question can be done in O of 1 space complexity, and O of n log n solution is this. So you can do this also. So that was the solution for this problem, array subset. Let us see the other problem now. Find triplet that sum to a given value. So triplet sum to a given value, this is done using a two-pointer kind of approach plus sorting. So first we have to sort the array. So after sorting the array, what we will do, we will take two pointers j and k. J will be I plus 1, k will be n minus 1, and we will use a two-pointer approach. If a of I plus a of j plus a of k is sum, we will break there only. If a of I plus a of j plus a of k is less than sum, then we will do j plus plus, otherwise we will do k minus minus. Ultimately, if flag is 1, then we will print 1, otherwise we'll print 0. So this is the approach, sort it and use two-pointer method. So time complexity of this will be n log n. Two-pointer method you should use with one pointer fixed. That is, I will always be fixed at some particular value. You will be traversing through the array, but when you are using two-pointer, one value will always be fixed. So it is almost like a three-pointer method, but two pointers are continuously moving. So let us see next problem for today, which is trapping rainwater problem. Now this problem has many solutions, but the best solution will be the one having O of 1 complexity. So we have test cases. Let us take the input. And so we will need some variables here. Let us first of all take a variable called sum, which will be the answer. And let us take a variable L. Let us take a variable R. Let us take L max and R max. Both are initially 0. So variable L is 0 and R is n minus 1. So it is like a two-pointer approach until L is less than R. What we will do is, if L max is less than R max, then if L max is less than A of L max is equal to A of L. Otherwise, sum plus is equal to L max minus A of L plus plus. If L max is not less than R max, then we have to do the same thing with R max. That is, if R max is less than A of R max is equal to A of R. Otherwise, sum plus R max minus A of R and R minus minus. And ultimately, we should print the sum. So let us see if this will give us the correct answer. So we got the correct answer. So over here, there is no use of extra array, no use of stack. This is O of 1, O of n complexity, O of n complexity, O of 1 space complexity. You need 4 variables, L, R, L max, R max, and some variable to store the answer. So this is the code, you can have a look at it. So it's like a two-pointer approach only. The other problem related to this is container with most water. In that you have to find the total area of water. I can do that problem maybe when I do the interview bit series. So for today, I think that's all. So we have completed so many problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 problems are left. Maybe 2 videos more. I'll try to do it within 2 videos more. And actually we can do one problem now only, like we can, or maybe tomorrow we'll do. For today it is enough now. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel, and tell me if you have some better solutions for some questions. I'll also learn, everybody will learn. So thank you for watching, and share my videos. Bye.